It's penalties. Why am I doing this live? The last time we had penalties, and I think the time before that, I went live early, or I recorded earlier. I did my live reactions, and we went on to win the penalties. So, in an effort to recreate that, we will win this penalty shootout against Porto, and we will go through. I hope. I've just got a bad feeling. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm normally so confident going into penalties because we do have some great kick takers. There's no doubt about it. But no Jorginho. He's been subbed off, and he's arguably one of the best. We have got Saka on the pitch. He is our most prolific penalty kick taking goal scorer. But the Euros, it is on my mind. Erdegaard, I'm sure will take one. Jesus and Ketia. Oh, I don't know. I thought I'd just hit record. So you guys will literally be watching this with me live. What I'll do is don't they have like a tracking thing? I'm not sure if they do, but we can have a quick look at the stats whilst they are doing the coin toss. Am I even in the right spot? Hang on. Is it because the game... Yeah, the game's still going. Normally, I do this after the whistle's gone, so this all changes. But let's be fair. No team deserves to lose this. And if anything, I'm a very fair Arsenal fan. I would argue that Porto, over the two legs, probably deserve to be going through. Yes, the stats are in our favour tonight, but actually, I wouldn't say we've been the better side per se. It's just been... It's been a really tight game. Both teams creating relatively good chances, but both goalkeepers pretty calm evening for them. So, honestly, if we get knocked out here and Porto go through, I won't actually have any bad feelings towards Porto. I won't be sitting here going, oh, they got so lucky going through on penalties. But of course, I'm going to be really disappointed because we should be beating this Porto side. But, penalties, it is. It's not a nice feeling. It really isn't. But this isn't a final, technically. Okay, yes, you could treat it as a final, but it's not like there's a trophy on the line right now. Can you imagine if this was a Champions League final and we were playing against Man City or Real Madrid and it was penalties? I don't think I could go live. I'd be shaking. I wouldn't physically be able to press the record button on my stream deck. But it does look like Arsenal will be taking first. Of course, we've got a massive advantage being at home. If I go up to the top here, you should see the penalties pop up here. I think, maybe. Either way, you're going to see my reaction. Massive advantage being at home. This is why I think having the home tie second is an advantage, because if it goes to penalties, which obviously it can't go to penalties in the first leg, then you have the advantage of being at home. So... Erdegaard, captain, was brilliant today. His assist for the goal was truly a thing of beauty. He's about to take his penalty. Here we go. What a penalty. Martin Erdegaard. Beautiful. Never in doubt. Okay. Advantage Arsenal. It's always good to take first as well, I would say, because you're putting the pressure on them. I hate it when your team has the penalty to stay in. If they miss, it's over. If they score, you continue. I hate that. So the odds are it won't happen if you're taking first. So now it's going to be Porto up next, and it's Pepe, not the 41-year-old Pepe. 40? 41? Class, by the way. Insane how good he is at that age. It's the midfielder Pepe, number 11. Who I would argue has probably been up there as man of the match today. He is stepping up. It's a long run up, and David Raya will save it, please. No. Sent him the wrong way. That's an insane penalty. It really is. So if I give this a refresh, maybe it'll just show the penalties. No, but ignore the Trossard goal. Everything else you'll see as the penalties. But it's one apiece, and it is going to be Kai Havertz stepping up. David Raya hands him the ball and slaps him on the bum. This is a big moment for Havertz because, there's been a lot of talk about whether he was a worthy signing for that 65 million euro price tag. But I would say in recent weeks, he's justified that price. 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. But this would just be awful for him if he misses. I can already see Twitter blowing up. Here he goes. stutters, and oh my God. So cool, calm, collected. The German machine. Bottom right corner. 2-1. Come on, boys. Love this. It's a nice, stressful feeling. It's a really good penalty. Really, really clean. Arteta's very happy. Is this the first shootout since COVID? I think it might be, because obviously we had a couple of shootouts. I think it was in the FA Cup. We had one in the Carabao Cup, I believe. But of course, this is the first time we've had one in the Champions League for God knows how long. Vendel steps up. David Raya saves it. Come on. Yes. David Raya. Vendel, who potentially also could be man of the match today. He was class against Saka tonight, who barely got a touch. But his penalty is not good enough. Raya has saved it. I think it was going in. Yeah, do you know what? Oh, I need to see it one more time. The angle wasn't great there. I think the penalty itself isn't bad. The penalty's good, actually. It's just a really good save. David Raya. Come on. If we score this, we have a big advantage. And it is Bukayo Saka, star boy, number 7. Come on. This has to be another goal. Please, Bukayo, please. Please. Here we go. Oh, no chance. Absolutely no chance. Come on, yes! Bukayo Saka. Oh, what's going on here? It's not showing the penalties whatsoever. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. There you go. You can see it a little bit better. I don't know if that will automatically refresh. You're here for me. Come on, be honest. You're here for my reactions. Okay. Now, big pressure on Porto, because if they miss this, who's taking it? It is... it's the ex-Liverpool player. Okay. Is it Grubic? If he misses this, it's bad news for them. Oh, Raya got a touch. Wow. Raya reaches with both hands, and it's too powerful. It goes through his hands. Oh, it's so nearly a fantastic save again. Raya, no matter what happens, you're a hero. I mean, that's almost 2 saves in a row, and they're both really good penalties. I just want to make that clear. The Vendel save is just world class. It's not a bad penalty. It really isn't. Oh, it's Declan Rice. Looked leggy in extra time. He really did. Had some cramp. I would happily run on the pitch and help. Here he goes. Slams it home. Come on, Deckers. Right, that's it now. If Porto miss, we go through. If we score, we go through. That's it. And we will be going through to the quarterfinals. And it's been a long time since I've seen my club in a quarterfinal of a Champions League. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to even think about it right now. So just a reminder, this is it now for Porto. They simply have to score. This is the moment I talked about wanting to avoid. This is horrible for any club. Having to take a penalty to stay in, because the pressure is horrific. And I think it's only just started raining in the Emirates. That is hilarious timing. It's just started raining. It's sideways, spitting rain. Oh my God, if he misses this, I'm going to be so happy. Here we go. The scorer from the first leg. And David Raya! Yes! David Raya is the hero. Come on! Okay, I need to relax. Do you know what? It's been an awful day. I was actually in A&E at 5 a.m. this morning, throwing up with stomach pain and... I come home and I thought just to top it off would be an Arsenal loss tonight, but I will go to bed a happy man tonight. It's been a rough day and I'm very happy. Very, very happy. Huge. Oh, and Timber's on the pitch. Ramsdale hugging Raya. Oh, the bromance. Ramsdale, don't go. I know you want to play. I get it, man, but don't go. Just don't go. Oh, God. That feels really good. Porto were genuinely impressive. So let me just mute the game. I'm surprised I didn't mute that before. Hopefully none of that came through. I'll be in trouble. David Raya is the hero, but I have to be honest, guys. I said it at the start. I truly feel like Porto could have probably just about deserved to win this. What is going on the pitch right now? Oh, there's a bunch of arguments. All the Arsenal staff are encouraging the players to go in the tunnel. I think Arteta and the Porto manager have had a few words as well. I think there's some bad blood there. I don't think they're happy. It is what it is. Look, and I'll say it again, that Porto didn't deserve to lose this game. So I truly feel for them. But at the end of the day, they didn't take their chances enough. We didn't take ours enough. It's gone to penalties. We've won it. The quality has shone through. We do have, on paper, a better squad and a better goalkeeper. Difficult. I like Costa. I like him. I think he will... he'll most likely, get a big move to one of the top teams. I hate saying that because Porto are such an elite team. They really are. But I guess if I can somehow compose myself, we should go through some thoughts on the game. Just briefly, because I'm already, 12 minutes in here. I don't want the video to go on forever. Standout performer, I think, probably does have to go to Raya after the penalties. He's actually been given man of the match. Let me just give this a refresh. Quick mention of all the players. I thought Kivior, again, he's got such a stiff run. It does make me laugh, but he's deceptively quick and strong, and I thought he had a good performance with Gabriel down that left side. Saliba wasn't his best performance ever. Picked up a yellow card. It wasn't ideal. He then had to be quite cautious, but solid enough. I just think over the two legs, Saliba actually was underperforming, but it's okay. We've made it through. Ben White, he was fine. He was fine tonight. I don't have anything special to say and nothing bad to say. Ødegaard, for me, that assist, I won't ever forget that assist, actually. The way it just rolled through, and of course it has contributed to us going through. Jorginho was brilliant until he came off. The problem is he's got 32-year-old legs. He couldn't keep going. Declan Rice was very good, solid. Trossard got the game-winning goal. Technically not the game-winning goal, but it was. It kept us in the tie. And then obviously 5-3 on pens. But I thought Trossard was good. And the referee, his older brother, spitting image. I do feel like Trossard is much better when he gets into a more central area in build-ups. But when he's cutting in on the left side and has the chance to shoot, he's very, very good in front of goal. And I do believe he might be better than Martinelli in that kind of situation. But there were times tonight where I thought Martinelli was really missed. I thought Havertz was solid today. Again, he's just such a nuisance, isn't he? He wins everything in the air. And lastly, and I don't say this very often, but I thought Saka was quite poor tonight. This is one of those games where those shouts that he's not quite world-class yet kind of seem a little bit true, but it's harsh, isn't it? It's harsh because he does so well week in, week out. He's allowed the odd quiet-ish game, and I think it mostly comes down to Vendel, who was brilliant. Quick shout-out to Pepe. Again, is he 41? He is, my God. He looked more up for it and more fresh than most of their players. It was absolutely unbelievable. Pepe, I thought, was brilliant. Varela was very good until he had to go off. Their wing-backs, though, were probably their best players. I think João Mario and Vendel were their best players. I would have liked to have seen more subs. I get upsetting the team dynamics and the system we're playing. Maybe he just wasn't feeling confident that anyone coming on could improve the side. But when you're going into extra time and you do have tired legs, I would have loved to see an ESR, Smith Rowe, get him on. But also Partey. I thought when Jorginho came off, maybe Partey could have come on. But how can I sit here and talk anything negatively about Arteta because he's got it right in the end? There you can see the momentum. It was a tight game. It was even. And I feel like another day, Porto go through. So we can count ourselves a little bit lucky, but also we deserve to go through as well because we've put the effort in over 2 games. It wasn't easy. People will say that Porto aren't even the best team in Portugal, and that's fair enough. But when it comes to European football, Porto are one of the elite sides. They've got something about them. Back in the Mourinho era when, the sliding knees are... It's never an easy game is what I'm trying to say. Barcelona have gone through. Of course, we've still got more results to come. But for me, as long as we avoid Real Madrid and Man City, I'll be quite happy. I will take PSG. Genuinely, I wouldn't mind a PSG tie. Bayern Munich, I wouldn't mind that either, if I'm honest. I think we'd be playing them in a pretty good time to play them. And Barcelona, I know they've beaten Napoli, but they're probably one of the weaker sides out of all of the teams that have gone through. So the thing is, you've got to beat the best to be the best. Whoever we get, will beat them. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to go rest up. And don't forget to check out today's QPR episode. Absolute banger, over 40 minutes of transfers. And then tomorrow, we'll be back with the first few games.